All right, Dominic Izzo with MCE Stewardship, and we're going to do another video on training for network marketing. And today, we're going to start breaking down some details on the 4 steps that are involved for success in this business, right? Which is contact, invite, show the plan, and follow up. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that my passion in this is building people who are going to create the wealth. I'm not interested in the culture. I'm not interested in the product per se. I'm interested in the 3%. We do the studies have shown that network marketing has an extremely high failure rate because most people are not taught correctly. They're not taught the sales aspect of this business. So we need to really look at this, which is what it is. We are selling. The ultimate goal is to sell whatever the product or the service that your company has to offer. But we want to do this right. We go the backwards aspect of it. We're not selling product first and taking customers and trying to create business owners. We're trying to create business owners who take their own product. They are their own customers. This is nothing new. This is all featured in Robert Kiyosaki's book, Business of the 21st Century. I take no credit for this. I'm just delivering a message which maybe resonates with you the way it did with me. When you sell, you're looking to provide value. That's all you're doing, right? When value is clear, decisions are easy. Remember that saying, when value is clear, decisions are easy. So when you're going product first, let's just say that you're in a hair care company, if you offer value, or if you have 10 people in front of you and you're going to all 10 of them and they're all your prospects, how do you know that all 10 of them are interested in hair care products? Yeah, there's pre-qualifying and stuff like that, and we'll talk about why I'm not a fan of that. But that's your one pigeonholed aspect. You can go to Susie and say, hey, Susie, I've got this great hair care product. It's going to make your hair look gorgeous, make you lose 50 pounds. You'll wind up, make more money this year because you'll just attract more. Okay, well, I like the shampoo I have, right? We offer value in 3 C's. The 3 C's is the way that we approach everything, which is commerce, cash flow, and culture. Commerce is the product or service. Cash flow is the machine, how you make your money. And then culture is the environment of network marketing, right? And an MCE stewardship, that's what we want to bring to the table, is offering value in 3 areas, not just one, for success. But we're going to look at this again as you're the person who wants to make the $1 million a year. You want to make $400,000 a month. That's what you want to make, right? Though these are what we're going after. The biggest problem in network marketing is that it does attract dreamers. It attracts people who they bought into a pipe dream, right? You don't have to work. All you have to do is call 2 people and wind up you'll be a millionaire in a couple of months. It does attract people who are afraid to do hard work. What we want to do is we want to take people and say, hey, listen, this is where you are. Do you want to be here? And then we lay it out. It is a ton of hard work. It's a ton of discipline. It's a ton of pressure. Are you willing to go through that to get to this place? So we're going to pretend that that's you for a second. You want to succeed in network marketing. There's only 4 things that you need to do. You need to contact, invite, show the plan, and follow up. This is my suggestion, and this is how we do it with our school, MCE Stewardship, and the company that we're involved with. What you don't do is I have 5 things that I suggest that you wind up doing, right? We're going to go through each one of them and then what you shouldn't do. Number 1, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find out who gives presentations in your group, and you're going to set it up. Because as a newbie, if you just got in this business, what do you hear all the time? We'll just invite 2 people. Invite 2 people, show them the plan. I'm going to tell you flat out, if you got recruited and then dumped off, which is a mistake that I used to make, you're not in the right business. You need to be treated by your upline, the person who brought you in. That's your go-to person. That's your immediate sergeant, right? You can't go right up to the chief of police. You got to go right to the sergeant, and then you climb that chain of command. So your sergeant is everything. Look at it that way. Is your sergeant have the ability to show the plan, right? You have to find out who does. Hey, Sarge, who do we have in our upline that is really, really good at showing the plan? And are you okay if I go to them and talk to them? If your environment, your culture, your 3 C's is they're not allowing you to access them, you're in the wrong business as well. And keep in mind, you got a problem with any of this, text me money to 708-982-0974. We will welcome you with open arms into our group. So you want to set up, meaning day 1, find out who pitches, who shows the plan, who's the best at what we do, right? And I don't want to get into the methodology of how you show the plan. Ours, we have a plan the company gives, but we selectively take what we think is the most important, and we wind up showing 3 C's of value on there. You always have to include your product or service because that's your company. But what are you emphasizing more on? Culture, cash flow, commerce. Find out who resonates with you the most, because that's where you got in and how you got in, and then ask them, I need to set a plan up or a pitch up with you. Don't wait to see, right? Don't call people and say, hey, Jane, what are you doing? Oh, good. Hey, can we get, oh, you got nothing going on today? Hey, let's get Bob on the phone and let's see if we can do a plan. That is abysmal. You have to look at this like a business. Don't send videos out either. Well, nobody in my group does all this. Then you're with the wrong group. 708-982-0974. Text me money. We'll have a conversation. Anybody in your business who wants to create money is going to make time. They're going to make time to set up a plan. You preset these events up. You wouldn't sit there and do a hotel presentation, right? And go, hey, John, what are you doing this afternoon, 2 o'clock? Oh, nothing. Oh, great. Okay, hang on a second. And then call a hotel and book a room. You'd book a room first, right? You'd book a conference room and then try to fill it up. Have the exact same mindset when you're doing your pitches. We do 5 presentations a week. So my team knows that they have to call their people and say, these are the times, these are the dates, these are the presentations. It's their job to fill that. Do the same thing. This is your business. So the first thing you're going to do is set it up. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to change your mindset off the bat. You need to pressure test and push yourself and say, listen, this is my business. I'm doing whatever it takes to make this work. I want to change. I want to grow. If you don't, get out of the business now. You'll save yourself a whole lot of money. But what I do want to wind up avoiding is I want to avoid the people who do or try network marketing for a couple of weeks, a couple of months and say, it's a pyramid scam. It doesn't work. No, you didn't work. That's the only reason network marketing failed is because you're lazy and you didn't work and you need the wake-up call. So set your presentation up first. Do not wait to see who you can get on it. Pick a day, Saturday, Wednesday, Tuesday. I don't care when it is. Call that upline and say, listen, you're good at presentations. I am booking a day. This day I want this to work. If they're seeing you're aggressive, they're going to make the schedule work for you. Trust me, most people in network marketing want to see the people that they brought in work. They're not going to say, hey, I could set this day up for you and this and that. They want to see that you're going to work. Be aggressive. This is business, business, business. So we've got that off, right? Set up a date. Once you do one and you see how you do it, you better start setting up several times a week. Your job then is to fill the house. Start looking at your Zoom presentations as if you're trying to pack a hotel lobby or a hotel conference room, right? You're selling tickets to an event. That's what your job is. I do want to say this, that we have 2 steps here, right? You have contact, invite, show the plan, or the first 2. We're going to meld this down into one, right? We're calling this the contact and invite because there's never been a better time in network marketing where the pressure or the call to action is easier to do now. We don't want to sit there and build a contact and, hey, Jane, how are you? And then 2 weeks later call. Right now, the sense of urgency to contact, invite, they marry together so well that you can get away with being a little bit more pressuring and forceful with your invites. I think you should. Make a list. Write that list down. Go through, you have a warm market and your cold market. And I've done videos on this before. And there's language specific for both of them. I've talked about this before. Your warm market, you address that elephant in the room, right? You 100% say, Jane, Judy, John, hey, it's Dominic Izzo. Hope you're doing well. This is a business call. And I'm going to tell you this. When you contact and invite people, there is no friendship. There is no building rapport. I'll talk about that in a second. There is no, oh, how's the kids, this and that stuff. This is business, and you have to look at time is ticking every single day, and your business is about to close, so you're trying to keep it open at all cost, right? I don't want you thinking of planting a little seed and going. I want you to think that you already have an established business because you really do. And you're pulling out all the stops to make it grow. John, Jane, Judy, Dave, hey, this is Dominic Izzo. I hope you're doing well. Look, this is a business call. I'll catch up with you a little bit later on. I want to invite you to a presentation that we're giving on Saturday at noon Eastern. I'm going to send you a link. It's a business that I'm a part of. I'm very passionate about it, and I want you to see it, right? Keep it short. Your invite has to be short, and the terminologies, the words you have to use, you have to be a leader. Do not ask questions. And understand the difference between being enthusiastic and being excited. You don't want to be, John, Jane, hey, what's going on, man? I just partnered with this awesome company. Oh my God, it's amazing. That's exciting. You don't want that. You want to be enthusiastic. John, Judy, Jane, it's Dominic Izzo. I hope you're doing well. Listen, I'll catch up with you in a bit. I'm extremely passionate about something that I want to share with you. Saturday, noon Eastern, I want you on a Zoom call of a presentation we're doing. It's not going to take that much of your time up. I'm going to send you a link. I want you to confirm with me that you're going to be attending, and I'm looking forward to having you on it and discussing it later. I don't give anybody a choice, right? So, of course, people are going to say, I'm busy that day. Excellent. We'll reschedule it for Tuesday then. Have a backup date, right? Have an answer to questions when people are going to make a statement or avoid it, right? They deflect. If you're enthusiastic, what you're doing is you're giving off this positive energy. A lot of people think you have to fake it till you make it. No. Why did you get in? You're enthusiastic. You have to be. You have to have that mindset of, I'm presenting something to you. You got to, and that's going to bleed into to number 4 for a second here. You got to block off the time. A lot of people do this. I'm going to call a couple of people here, a couple of people there. I've done that. It's the worst thing in the world. Full time in the network marketing industry is considered 2 hours a day. I do this 4 hours a day, right? I grab 2 cigars. There's a big open parking lot by me. I like to sit by for solitude, focus, and I spend between noon and 4 o'clock every day doing my business and calls. That's my hour time. That's my blocking off time. Spend 30 minutes a day, right? Spend an hour a day making your list. Calling 10 people and inviting takes about 7 minutes, not even. And it's ridiculous. Yes, there's a way to use voice notes, voicemails. You never, ever text. Don't you dare text. This is your business. Take pride in it. The only thing you should ever text is, are you available for a 10-second phone conversation? That's it. But you never text and you never email. These are things that I think are unprofessional. You want to stand out. Block off that time. This is your business, right? You wouldn't go to work and be like, a lot of us do, right? We screw around at work. No, this is your business. Block off the time. Structure and discipline are crucial. Commit to this. Because once you find out how easy this really is, you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I spent this much time I spent the last 5 months fucking off, not calling people on the phone. You're going to see how easy this flows when you make this your business and not your playtime. Dwight Schrute. You got a Dwight Schrute, the son of a bitch. Well, I'm going to be back up and do some counters. I'm sorry. When you make a list, what you don't want to do is you don't want to pre-qualify people. I should have covered this to begin with, and it's okay to backtrack, right? So I'm not going to wait and see. When I make a list, I don't pre-qualify. I hear a lot of this from people. I don't want to waste people's time. They don't have the money. Right now, you have the single greatest opportunity to save people's lives out there, and I'm not joking. How many people are starving for a rent check, a mortgage check, a car payment, and when you think, Susie's not going to want to hear this, you have no idea what Susie's thinking. You have no idea what her financial situation are. You don't know who Susie knows, that if she sits on the presentation, it may not be for her, it might be for somebody else. If you pre-qualify, get out of the business. You are scared. You're a coward. We want to change these things in you. We want to make you utterly fearless in this industry. Money's a byproduct of network marketing. If you could sit there and pick up that phone and get over your fears of being judged, which is stupid, you can do anything, right? And I'm saying it's stupid because I come from a time in an era we didn't have to text women. We went up to women and said, hey, listen, I find you very attractive. I'd like to go out with you. And the rejection was to your face. We got through that. We can get through a phone conversation and an invite. So the antithesis for setting something up is to wait and see who's going to be interested in the first place. The antithesis for making a list is to pre-qualify. Everybody is qualified. Everybody. End of story. The antithesis for blocking off time is to free flow. Don't free flow. Set that time out. It's your business. Dwight Schrute is number 4. If you watch The Office, remember when Jim and Dwight went to go make a sale, and Jim's like, "You still do that thing?" He goes, "Yes, I do. I need a couple minutes." And he's rocking out the music in the back seat. He's changing his state. He's psyching himself up. I will tell you, the parking lot that I go to is an abandoned AMC. It is awesome to stand outside and yell at the top of your lungs, your affirmations, your bold position into the world, changing your state. You don't go to war cold. And trust me, business is war, and this is a battle. Why would you, every phone call you make is training, every phone call you make is a battle to win the war. You don't go to the gym and get under the bar at 300 some odd pounds to bench press without warming up. So why would you go into a phone call cold? You don't do, everybody will go to workout. You guys will work out and you're like, the weights never lied to me. 100 pounds is 100 pounds. I'm sorry, but the gym game is easy. I've been in the gym industry for over 30 years. Yeah, 100 pounds is 100 pounds. But when you're dealing with the variables of human beings on a call, that's where excitement is. I love the industry of network marketing because you're dealing with other people with free will. And if you really want to step up your game with leadership, with assertion, with personal development, get interacting with other people who could say, no, I'm not interested, who can challenge you, who can sit there and see whether or not you're full of shit. It forces you to be at the top of your game. So Dwight Schrute this, change your state. Go watch a Tony Robbins video on what changing your state is. It requires you to think a certain thought, say a certain word, and then do a dynamic action. On my videos, there's a chest pounding movement I do before I wind up going and benching heavy or squatting, and I do the same thing when I'm on these calls. If I know that I'm going to call somebody, I'm changing my state. I'm doing a dynamic. I mean, my posture is erect. My head is held high. I think it's called kaizening. Jason Capital talks about it. You know, yelling. Yelling is a powerful tool. Yell into a pillow if you can't go to an empty parking lot. You need to change your state. You need to be explosive. You need to be assertive and aggressive. This is why affirmations help out too. And not affirmations just looking in the mirror. I'm good enough. I'm strong enough. Gosh darn it, people like me. No, you need to say, I am, with conviction. Conviction is everything. So Dwight Schrute, this son of a bitch, don't go to war cold. Also, on your phone calls, ultimately you want to get to the point where you're doing a plan and every plan is a pitch, right? Every phone call is a pitch. Every single phone call, leadership is getting somebody to do something that you want. You're exerting your will to get them to do something. What is your goal? To get them to get onto a Zoom presentation. You're pitching every single time. So you're going to pitch. I don't agree. It works, but I don't agree with it. The Ray Higdon's "If I Will You." Hey, if I send you a 5-minute video, will you watch it? You're giving somebody a choice, and you're being seen as an equal. The biggest thing about network marketing is it's key for duplicatability, right? So they teach you the weakest link, but if it was so duplicatable, why does it have such a high success or failure rate? It's got an extremely low successful rate because we're not going after the people and we're not teaching the people to be that 3%. We want to teach the people to be the 3% here at MCE Stewardship. I don't want thousands and thousands of people who come to us for inspiration and motivation. We want people who are there for discipline, self-improvement, who can teach that and duplicate that. And it's a lot harder than turning out a bunch of drones who worship me because I'm a guru. I don't want that. You have to pitch. Hey, there's a difference. John, hey, are you available Tuesday at 3 o'clock Eastern to watch a presentation? No, I'm not. I've done videos on these, right? This is your warm market and there's your cold market. John, 3 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, there's a Zoom presentation. I want you to attend. I'm going to send you a Zoom link. All right, I want you to confirm with me that you're going to be on it. John's either going to say yes or no. And a majority of the time, especially if you line up a bunch of presentation time and dates, John, I can't make 3 o'clock Tuesday. Excellent, I've got 3 o'clock on Thursday. All right, let's do that one instead. Don't ask questions. All right, I can't do Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Excellent, let's do 4 p.m. on Thursday. How does that work for you? Don't. Lead. All right, let's do 4 p.m. on Thursday. Let's do that one instead. Can't make that one. Excellent. We have Saturday available. I'm going to put you down for that. You have to lead in your pitch. Don't ask questions. It's also building confidence. I'm going to tell you, people want to be led. People want to be led. We have such a beta society right now. They're screaming for leadership and we just don't have it. Network marketing is probably one of the best industries to teach you leadership, but you have to follow through on it, okay? And then dump the conversation, right? Meaning when John's like, hey, I know you're in that business and I see what you're doing and I just got all this stuff going on. The moment, I'm not kidding, you have no friends in this business. You are not friends with anybody, not with your prospects, not with your upline, not with your team. This is business until you hit the goal numerically of what you want, right? And for me, that's $50,000 a week. I have no friends until I've hit that goal. When you start to listen to people's objections, even on a phone call, you're relinquishing leadership, you're accepting their excuses, and then you start to build. This is hard, and it's only one phone call. And you're trying to make 30, 40, 50 phone calls in an hour, right? And you want to make hundreds of calls a day. Well, I don't know that many people. We'll get into that bullshit too. That's a lie and a half. So when you get on your phone calls for invites, you're pitching. right? You're pitching. Hey, you want people going, okay, wow. And they're going to pick up on your enthusiasm. They're going to pick up on your leadership. They're going to pick up on your Dwight Schrute state change and be, holy crap, this, I'm going to check out what this is, right? This is the point of, this is structure. So we want this as structure, and then this is your leadership and your state change. You have to be responsible for, if you don't, you can't do this and fly by the seat of your pants with the first 3 steps. The first 3 steps you have to be set in place. You know a goal. Hey, I set up a meeting. I made a list. I'm blocking off the time. I am achieving this. Doesn't matter if 1 person comes on or 20 people come on. Every day is a new opportunity for you to improve in this skill set. What you don't want to listen and build rapport either, right? I'm sorry, I'm not a rapport building person. This is business. This is business. This is not a car sales where you're listening to somebody talk about something, or you're a personal trainer trying to get somebody to buy another package and they're going to tell you all about your look at the personal trainers out there who are successful that don't take shit. I don't think C.T. Fletcher ever wanted to hear somebody's problems when they were bitching. Every champion athlete never trained somebody and it was a counsel session. But in the gym and personal training industry, they're therapists. You hairstylists are therapists. A lot of people pay you for your ear to listen because they want to vent. That's not we don't do that. We don't build rapport. We don't care about little Johnny's baseball game. I don't give a shit about your kids. My job is to put food on your table via money. I want to put money in your pocket so you can do whatever you want. Remember, MCE stewardship, it's for money, it's for culture, and it's for empire. We want to change lives with money, we want to change the world with culture, and we want to change ourselves by building an empire. That's what our role is. So, again, we want to combine the first 2 steps here of contact and invite, which are the hardest on the planet. Set up a presentation. Find the person who does the best. And I'm going to tell you, if you go after somebody aggressively in your upline, dude, Steve, I heard you are the best at presentation giving. I want to set this up for you. Fill it, pack it. You can. Trust me, there's no bullshit excuse on the planet. If you wind up making a list, blocking off the time, change your state, and then pitch, lead, and dump all excuses, you will be a contacting and inviting machine. This skill set will translate into showing over the plan, and it will also lead into the pitch and the close when you have to get through their objections. You have a warm market and a cold market. I've done this. Your cold market is easy. Dave, I saw you follow me on Instagram. Hey, I appreciate that. Listen, what do you do for work? Oh, you're in construction? Awesome. Hey, Tuesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, I'm doing a presentation. I want to see if this benefits you. I'd like to share this with you. Be on this call at this time, would you? I work until 8 o'clock that night. Great. I have the same thing available on 9 o'clock on Thursday. We're going to get you on that one instead. Okay, awesome. It's all in your leadership and your language. But all of this is the easiest stuff in the world to do. If you choose to. The second you're all about, well, I don't want to waste people's time, and I don't think so-and-so would spend the money or this and that. The only reason people fail in network marketing is their limiting beliefs. That's it. If you believe in the system, which I'm sorry, it's proven over 100 years, $179 billion in sales revenue was done in the last 12 months in the network marketing industry. If you say it's a pyramid scam, it's because you don't believe in it. If you look at why are people, go online and look at the top network marketers out there. There's thousands of them. Why are they still making money? They believe in the system, right? They believe in the machine, and the machine's going to make them money. Everything else, the only change in your contact and invite is between your warm and your cold market. Your cold market, you always want to be seen as an expert and a leader. Your warm market, yeah, you adapt every now and then. Jane, I know you've been on 3 other my calls. I appreciate that. Listen, for me, I think I got this one right. You still lead. I want you to attend this. It's important to me. Listen, this will be the last time I ask you because I'm staying with this company. Or, hey, I want you to see Dominic Izzo pitch. Tell me if this guy is full of shit. I don't know. Did I make the right decision? But you're always leading. You're not begging. You're not asking. You're not convincing. You're not doing anything. People have to see you as enthusiastic, right? That's what you want. This is the easiest, simplest business model on the planet. Contact, invite, show the plan, follow up. Have all your ducks lined up. Make sure somebody is there to do presentations, and don't do them once and done. I'm talking, man, set them up 3-4 times a week. Set them up, and your job is to be an inviting machine. If whoever doesn't present the right way you want them to, find somebody else. You don't like how your company's doing it? Text money to 708-982-0974. 708-982-0974. If you decide to master the contact and the invite, which is all this is, you're going to be a money-making machine. Somewhere along the line of your company, hopefully somebody pitches the right way, and you want to find out who that person is. The contact and the invite is going to translate into you showing the plan, you doing the pitch, you handling the objections, you doing the calls. I don't do three-way calls. I don't edify. I don't sit there and and I have an upline, I don't get people on my upline because my upline has an additional energy than I do. I want people coming in and duplicating my skill set. Why would I ever have somebody listen to me, come in the business because of me, and then listen to my upline who's a completely different vibe than I am? Because then they're going to go, oh, I could do it that person's way. This is how the duplication process falls apart. People don't duplicate because there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. People are being led all over the place, and they're not focusing on who brought them in. So this is why you must sharpen your skills. This is sales, and it's just influencing people positively with 3 C's of value: cash flow, commerce, or culture. That's it. So remember, you want to set up your presentation, make a list, block off time. This is be disciplined. Be disciplined. You want to Dwight Schrute that. Change your state, rock out, do jumping jacks, shadow box in the air, beat your chest like a gorilla, scream into the air, I am powerful. I don't care what you do, right? And then pitch, sell, or lead, and dump the emotion. When your people start to call, hey, what is this? What kind of presentation are you doing? Listen, John, I don't have time right now. I love to explain this to you. We'll explain everything on Saturday. I have a list of 100 other people I have to invite to this. Confirm with me right now that you're going to be attending. Is this one of those pyramid scams? John, I don't have time. Confirm with me that you're going to be attending. You're going to sound like a dick? Doesn't matter. This is business. You don't care. You don't care. Do you want to be successful? You really want financial freedom? Do you want to make money? Do you want to be the top of your game in your business? You want to walk along the stage like everybody else does and do all this? The people who are at the top of the stage, I can guarantee you, they're just as ruthless as I'm claiming out to be. The only difference between me and them is I'll admit I am. They won't. This is business. Business. This is not about feelings. This is not about friendship. If you need true leadership, text money to 708-982-0974. MCE Stewardship will gladly take you, mentor you, and mold you. But remember, set it up, make a list, block off time, Dwight Schrute the son of a bitch, and then pitch, lead, dump. You do not wait to see who's going to be available. You don't pre-qualify people. You're never going to free flow it. You're not going to go to war cold, and you're sure as shit not going to listen and build rapport, because this is business. I hope this helps. This was the first step. This is contacting, inviting in the system of contact, invite, show the plan, and follow up. We're going to move on with these, and I hope these videos help. Guys, this is the greatest industry in the world for capitalism to make money, and it will change you profoundly because you're going to be changing lives of others. We're going to go save some lives. We're going to change some lives. We're going to make money doing it together. I'm Dominic Izzo from MCE Stewardship, and I will see you on the next video.